Hello, and welcome back. We're in the forest layer. In the Eggshell Hotel. Our current task is to go and get this disc. Alright, down at the pool. This is the hotel pool, although I wouldn't advise swimming at this time. It's full of poison. The ancient record piece is in that egg room over there. Oh, my dear flightless, yes. I do hope you don't fall from the skywalk as you make your way over there. Here we go.
Yes! Got them all!
Your impressive power. Let it take flight. Yes, we're using a flightless bird as our form to be a to fly.
Okay, here I go.
Ostrich Bananza. Your song, it's the perfect tune for taking off with the ostrich Bananza. First, spread your wings and fly. No banana energy? No problem. Just take a bite of Banandian melon. Use an updraft fan to get big air. Up, up, up you go. The wind's in your feathers, alright. Now that you've got the power of the ostrich Bananza, I hope you're a frequent flyer.
We did it, DK! You got the ostrich Bananza!
Extraordinary! Your singing voice soars beyond the clouds. Pardon my excitement. Ahem. It is time for you to check out, but I do have one final request. If you see those horrid guests, give them a 10-star ostrich Bananza beatdown for me. Well then, I hope you've enjoyed your stay with us and eagerly await your next visit. Safe travels.
Thank you, Elder! That was my I work at the hotel voice. Was I convincing? People always sound a certain way when they want to make someone feel welcome. I figure I should practice. It might help me with my singing.
Now then, Mr. DK, we hope you have a restful stay.
what happened. But you have to promise not to laugh at me, okay? I saw a piece of that bouncy, rubbery stuff outside. It's kind of pretty, so I picked it up. And when I looked at it up close, I realized it sort of looked like candy. And it smells sweet too, no joke. So I figure I might as well take a bite and see what happens. But the joke's on me. This thing is super rubbery. It can't be chomped. No more eating things off the ground for me. I'll leave that to you, DK. About the Eggshell Hotel. It's so fancy. The furniture looks really nice. Plus, there's a garden and a pool. It makes me feel like I'm a famous guest, basking in eggy luxury. That's a feeling I could get used to.
Now then, good sir, the hour has grown late and I must retire. Good night.
Every rose has its thorns. Good thing bananas don't have thorns. They would be much harder to eat.
Yeah, they would.
Not for you, though. Your appetite can tackle anything, DK. Good night. Hey, DK, you awake? I was thinking, ostriches can't really fly, right? So, isn't it weird that, you know... Never mind. Good night.
Alright, let's go. Oh hey, it's Twilight Princess! Where are the bombs to throw at the Deku Baba? Or, the Laya Baba. Abracadabaya. Okay.
Watch out! Here it comes!
Ow.
Use the vines to get across!
Yep. And we're back in the pattern of the bosses aren't that hard.
Welcome to the style shop. I'll get some great fur. Change into your tire of choice at the nearest closet. Alright, let's go down.
There we go. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. 1 Samuel 18. After David had finished talking with Saul, Jonathan became one in spirit with David, and he loved him as himself. From that day, Saul kept David with him and did not let him return home to his family. And Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. Jonathan took off the robe he was wearing and gave it to David, along with his tunic, and even his sword, his bow, and his belt. Whatever mission Saul sent him on, David was so successful that Saul gave him a high rank in the army. This pleased all the troops, and Saul's officers as well. When the men were returning home after David had killed the Philistine, the women came out from all the towns of Israel to meet King Saul with singing and dancing, with joyful songs and with timbrels and lyres. As they danced, they sang, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." Saul was very angry. This refrain displeased him greatly. They have credited David with tens of thousands, he thought, but me with only thousands. What more can he get but the kingdom? And from that time on, Saul kept a close eye on David. The next day, an evil spirit from God came forcefully on Saul. He was prophesying in his house while David was playing the lyre, as he usually did. Saul had a spear in his hand, and he hurled it, saying to himself, "I'll pin David to the wall." But David eluded him twice. Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with David but had departed from Saul. So he sent David away from him and gave him command over 1,000 men, and David led the troops in their campaigns. In everything he did, he had great success because the Lord was with him. When Saul saw how successful he was afraid of him. But all Israel and Judah loved David because he led them in their campaigns. Saul said to David, "Here is my older daughter Merab. I will give her to you in marriage. Only serve me bravely and fight the battles of the Lord." For Saul said to himself, "I will not raise a hand against him. Let the Philistines do that." But David said to Saul, "Who am I? And what is my family or my clan in Israel, that I should become the king's son-in-law?" So when the time came for Merab, Saul's daughter, to be given to David, she was given in marriage to Adriel of Meholah. Now Saul's daughter Michal was in love with David, and when they told Saul about it, he was pleased. "I will give her to him," he thought, "so that she may be a snare to him, and so that the hand of the Philistines may be against him." So Saul said to David, "Now you have a second opportunity to become my son-in-law." Then Saul ordered his attendants, "Speak to David privately and say, 'Look, the king likes you, and his attendants all love you. Now become his son-in-law.'" They repeated these words to David, but David said, "Do you think it is a small matter to become the king's son-in-law? I'm only a poor man and little known." When Saul's servants told him what David had said, Saul replied, "Say to David, the king wants no other price for the bride than 100 Philistine foreskins, to take revenge on his enemies." Saul's plan was to have David fall by the hands of the Philistines. When the attendants told David these things, he was pleased to become the king's son-in-law. So before the allotted time elapsed, David took his men with him and went out and killed 200 Philistines and brought back their foreskins. They counted out the full number to the king so that David might become the king's son-in-law. Then Saul gave him his daughter Michal in marriage. When Saul realized that the Lord was with David and that his daughter Michal loved David, Saul became still more afraid of him, and he remained his enemy the rest of his days. The Philistine commanders continued to go out to battle, and as often as they did, David met with more success than the rest of Saul's officers, and his name became well known. May God bless the reading of his word. And we're back at the Junction. At sublayer 700. Mr. President, we need fuel. If we don't go back and get more bananas. Silence! Grumpy, get this thing moving! I'm busy! I'll deal with you later! Bye! More! Give me more! Say bye-bye to the bananas! Void Kong.
Boys using that remote! Be careful!
I've got places to pillage. See ya, losers!
Boy ran off! We gotta go after him!
More! Give me more! You irritating fools!
Leave this village alone, you bully!
You'll never get my bananas! Ow. Oh, that's what's going on. The bananas are mine! Got what I came for. I'm out of here.
Boy got away again! We gotta go get him!
You saved us again. Thanks a bunch. Oh, you two turned our choppy waters back into smooth sailing. What a greedy past. How did he steal an old Kong's snacks like that? Use the warp gong to chase after him, and give him a spanking he won't forget.
All the way back down. The Junction, Sub-Layer 700.
No way! You two again? Too late! Take the fuel tanks full, losers!
The tank's full! He's gonna get away on that awful mining machine! We gotta stop him!
What are you supposed to do about that? Shield up!
Think they're multiplayers?
I knew you could do it, DK.
Get him, DK!
Stay away from me!
You did it, DK!
A name I won't forget.
Of course not for you, so stay away!
Don't tell me what to do. Little brat! Polly, you'll join me sooner or later.
Why? Why won't you leave me alone?
Huh? You don't know about your own special power? So even if you get to the planet core, your wish won't come true.
My own special power?
Come back to me, Pauline. I'll tell you all about it.
Hey, our pile driver parking spot. So fearless and courageous, we thank you for saving us. Adventure awaits you, but please be careful too. Oh, he really wrecked things. Let's go.
I keep thinking about what Boyd said. What did he mean by my special power? And why did he want to bring me down here?
I don't get it either. Missed that one.
Oh, hey! It looks like we're almost out of here!
Looks rocky. What is this? Resort Layer. Sub-layer 800. Juicy Beach. Drove off Void Cone.
Listen up, DK. We've been tricked. That fruit outside looks sweet and tasty, but it's not. I don't know if it's because it's sitting in seawater or what, but I took a bite and it was so salty, I got tears in my eyes.
So it's huge, but it's really salty. Okay.
All the other fruit down here has been yummy, you know, just like you'd expect it to be. But I'm telling you, DK, that fruit does not taste like fruit. It tastes like lies.
Alright. That'll be it for today. So, when we come back next time, more of the resort layer. And finding out where Void Kong went. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.